G'day everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jono. Today we're going into part 2 of our little purpose and connection series. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I will link it up here. It's definitely worth a watch as we move on to part number 2. There will be a couple more videos on this as well. Today I wanted to dive into what exactly I'm talking about, specific things on an instrument that can get you connected to it. I have mentioned in a couple of previous videos recently on this Telecaster that it actually means a lot to me sentimentally, and that's formed part of the connection that I have with the instrument. But what came around a little bit before that, so this is going back 12 years-ish. It's going back around 12 years where myself and my father were just surfing YouTube, and we came across this video. If it's still around, I'll link it up here. I'll try and find it. It's pretty old, obviously. It was definitely a few years old when we found it. Basically, it's just two guys sitting in a guitar shop and they're talking about some really high-end guitars. But the one quote that stuck out to me was, if you are looking for a guitar, you're in a shop, you're looking around on the walls and stuff, and you pick one up and you play it, and you think, oh yeah, whatever, it might sound all right, and then you pick up another one and you play it and it just sounds alive. There's a bit of a reason to that. And while the guitars are on the shelves in the walls, what you can do is you can just pluck that B string, just pluck the B string, and then hold the bottom right-hand corner of the guitar. And if the body vibrates, then you've got a live sounding guitar, and a guitar that vibrates and a guitar that resonates. It's got a really good fundamental frequency of resonation. So that really stuck with me, and you might find it philosophical, and we might get into that whole debate about tone woods and whether they actually mean anything or not. But it's definitely stuck with me, and it's definitely made an impact on the guitars that I've chosen to buy and play in my lifetime. So what might it actually be that draws you to a guitar? First of all, neck feel. How does that neck fit in your hand? Generally speaking, I don't have the biggest hands for guitarists at all. My hands are extremely average. My fingers are extremely average, but seemingly bigger, thicker necks have always felt more comfortable to me. If you are unsure whether you like a fat neck or a skinny neck, then the best thing to do is to A/B it. And the best piece of advice I can give on that is don't spend too much time on it. It's something that you should learn to trust your gut with straight away. Even today, knowing what I like, if I go out and choosing a guitar, you can read the specs on it. Honestly, the specs are so, if something says a C-shaped neck or a D-shaped neck or a V-shaped neck or a soft V or anything like that, that's all good to know, but you really just have to try it and feel it for yourself. Now, let's look at that neck shape idea, because there are definitely going to be guitars that have different neck shapes that you still like. For example, the two guitars that I've used in this video today, my Tele and the Strat, they have different neck shapes. But it's not just about the neck shape, it's also how the radius and the number of frets and the curve on the neck interacts with that as well. The Tele neck here on this Highway 1 Tele is noticeably smaller. It's still got a modern kind of C-shape back of the neck, but it's quite smaller, and it doesn't have a compound radius either. So compound radius starts at one radius, ends at another radius. Really not noticeable until you A/B something. A/B comparisons are really, really important in this kind of discussion, philosophically and physically. Because I picked this guitar up and it just looks flat on the fretboard, completely flat. I picked the Strat up and it looks curved. There's a difference in the radius. However, I can play both of these guitars pretty much exactly the same. Another element that helps keep these guitars playing similarly is the same action height. So getting your guitar set up as identical as possible is going to really help the way that they feel under the fingers and how you can play from guitar to guitar. In saying all this, really, the guitar, or every part of the guitar really does need to work together to bring it into a complete package. In a lot of ways, it's the sum of its parts. How it feels under your fingers is going to be, an amalgamation of every single aspect of that neck and the strings and the body itself, about giving you the impression that you like it or not. But having an idea in your head of what you like is preferable. It's not the be all and end all. I didn't think I'd like my Ibanez, for example, because the stereotype is Ibanezes always have this thin neck and they're really, really fast. And I'm like, well, I like fat necks, whatever. Anyway, I have an AZ series here that is super awesome to play. It's such a buttery, smooth, fast guitar to play, and I just love playing it. So we don't want to stick hard and fast to what we think we like. We want to know what we like, but also be as open as we can to connecting with an instrument, no matter what the specs say. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. I hope you got something out of it. I hope this video made you ask some questions about what you like as well. And please leave them all in the comments if you have any comments to make on this topic. Please hit like and subscribe if you feel inclined, and I'll see you on the next video.